Yeah, so today we're going to go ahead and make pumpkin soup, but mine will be a bit green because I'm going to use spinach. So I've added my pumpkin and the spinach and I've blended them into a smooth paste. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm also going to add coconut cream, it's organic. I'm also going to use salt. I'm also going to have tomatoes, and I'm going to add green pepper and onions. I will also add the grounded peanut powder. This is also going to give it a bit of a favorable taste. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and make my other ingredients. This is I'm not going to use big chunks of onions and green pepper as big as this, so I'm going to chop them into smaller pieces. To chop my vegetables, I'm going to use my cutter. So this cuts them into finer pieces. So to this I'm going to add the onions and the green pepper. I'm also going to cut the tomatoes into bigger chunk pieces. But the cutter will chop them into smaller pieces. So once I've cut everything up, I want to chop them into finer paste, which I'm going to make it easier for me to cook. And because it's a soup, you'll not want to get a bigger piece of, say, onion or tomato that is not fully grind. So I'll go ahead and grind off. I'll go ahead and blend this into finer. Not really blend, this is just going to chop them up into finer, smaller pieces. So after a moment of chopping them up, this is what I have. It's a fine paste-like substance. Yeah, so this is what I'm going to use for my cooking. So I'll go ahead and add this into the cooking pot. So this is our paste of tomatoes, onions and green pepper. So to this I'm going to add a salt. I'm also going to add the peanut powder. 3 spoons. The peanuts will provide a substitute for oil. So the finer you blend this, the better, but sometimes I also like the flavor of some of the peanut chunks within it. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and start cooking the tomatoes. I'll not put the blended cream. So this is what I have. I'm going to go ahead and cook this. I'm not going to add this mixture of pumpkin and spinach at the moment, because the pumpkin was already cooked but the spinach is raw and I'll not want it to boil for so long, then maybe it can get to lose its nutrients. So I'll just pre-cook the tomatoes first and the onions and salt and peanut. So I'm going to go ahead and put this on the fireplace. Yeah. So I'll mix this. So after mixing, I'll allow it to cook for around 5 minutes before we can go ahead and add the blended spinach and pumpkin. So after allowing it to boil for around 5 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and add the pumpkin and spinach paste to it. I'll stir this up so that it can evenly mix. I know most pumpkin soups are yellow in color, but the greenness of the spinach equally and the red tomatoes makes this soup a sweet that you can enjoy with any other bread, be it chapati for Kenyans, which are also known as roti for Indians, be it the actual bread. So I'll go ahead and add the coconut cream. Here we have it. I'm not going to use the entire piece of it, I'm going to use just some, and the rest I'm going to refrigerate and allow it to be used for another recipe. So the cream as well is a bit oily, so that is also going to add more oil to our soup. After bringing the soup to boil, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off, and I'm going to serve some of this. So there we have our pumpkin spinach soup, really yummy and tasty. I hope you'll all get to try this and enjoy it.